comfortable. I'm feeling like Mr. Rogers up in this bit. Fill off my shirt. This is that get sick and die trying weather, okay? Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous, darling. I am well. It is time for another review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Child, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm so ready for them to wrap this up and get to the reunion, get to the goods. Make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. I want you guys to comment. With your comment down below, make sure to include your Instagram handle. I want to follow some more people on Instagram. And yeah, just let me know what you be posting about on Instagram, okay? Because that's another thing. And make sure your Instagram isn't private, okay? Because I don't want the okie doke. If it's private, let me know what you be posting of. Because if it's, you know, feet and shit, I'm not going to follow that. Y'all follow each other down below in the comment section. And there you go. You might be posting what somebody else want to see. Boom, pow, there it is. Y'all know Miss P is all about spreading the love, spreading the wealth, health, all that good shit, okay? So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, I want to talk about keeping up with the Kardashians. It's my guilty pleasure. I didn't know it was coming back on so soon, but it's back on. Child, I can't keep up with, what's the other girl named? Chloe and her men friends. Like, I didn't even know she had a new boyfriend. I thought she was trying to start all over again with Lamar, child. I'm done. Courtney, okay? Her and Scott, I can't do it. I really can't with them. First of all, y'all know Scott is a grade A asswipe. We know this. Like, and I've grown to love Scott. I have. But him and Courtney, she's a grade 2 asswipe, okay? So they're meant for each other. But at the same time, I'm over them. I'm like, do y'all want to co-parent? Y'all want to screw? Y'all want to get married? Him. That's who I want to talk about. We get to the episode where she got robbed in Paris. And I was really trying to figure out when it happened. Like, what the hell? How the hell she get robbed? She goes through the whole story. Child, I was even sitting there like, no, child. And then Courtney, I can't. She is so disconnected. It is hilarious. But anyway, she goes through the whole story. I was like, Lord, Kim, no, they didn't tie your ankles up. No. Like, I was done. But I'm still sitting here trying to figure out, how the hell you didn't have no extra security, okay? Your husband is Kanye Tudor, okay? Your family is one of the most high-profile families in history. Like, I'm confused. I don't understand how your ass didn't have no security. I'm so confused. I was trying to figure out how this happened, and I forgot that I Snapchatted that I was going to be alone in my hotel room. Girl, episode, I was just like, oh my god. They drained my life, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. It's like I'm never gonna stop watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians. What they argue about is so petty. You ate my last piece of lettuce. Let's go ahead and get into The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I still want to know how many episodes we got left. We can do this, y'all. We still in Hawaii, okay? Maui, to be exact. And we start out with Phaedra and Kenya. I was like, this gonna be some bull. Like, the whole segment was some bull. I was like, they are not friends. Phaedra said she's not comfortable talking to anyone about her divorce except for Portia. I was like, girl, that's even worse, honey. That's even worse. It's Uncle Ben's birthday. Cynthia, she wants to be room service and bring him something to eat. Or maybe her ad. I don't know what she wanted to bring him. But anyway, they sit down and you can still tell it's chemistry there. But it's still awkward. And Peter was like, this is awkward as hell. And she was like, no, I really feel like we're in a good place, Peter. And I'm like, yeah, that's why y'all didn't work out. Because one person think everything good. And the other one's like, no. She missed that Uncle Ben. No, she missed that hot and ready rice. She gives him a present. And it's a blinged out Bible. And of course, Peter was like, what is this shit? He was like, yo, I'm really trying to figure out what happened with us. I'm like, was I a good husband? And she was like, wait. I feel as though I wasn't a good wife to you, Peter. Like, and that's something that I'm going to have to figure out. I know I'm never going to get married again, but I mean, you can't say anything about yourself. I mean, it's me. And he was like, oh, thank God you said that, because I agree. And I'm sitting there like, what? The whole time, even Cynthia was like, and you know what? I could have done so much more, but I'm still getting the hell out. You can tell they genuinely love each other. They have love for each other, but it just wasn't going to work out. It was too awkward. They both wanted to do their own thing. They both wanted to be married and single at the same time. It was, oh my God, it was too much. I feel like they need to be together maybe in another 10 years, but common law it out. Oh, it's another dinner, but it turns out to be a roast for Peter's birthday. I knew that had to be one of Todd's suggestions. Everybody files in, including Bob's ignorant ass. Sheree gets there. Child, she's still over it from earlier. I'm guessing it's the same day from when they were at the mall and she walked off because she was very over it. Even when she greeted him, she was like, hey, get your hands off me. Hi, everyone. Peter come through with the 3-piece. I know it's your birthday, but you in hot ass Hawaii. He was like, Peter is sharp. They start doing the roast. It starts off with Todd and Candy Cane. Corny, cornballs. It wasn't working. Portia gets up there. She was like, yo, I know you see Cynthia. You gonna hit it today? He was like, if you don't get to it first, I roll. She was even like, let me get my ass off the stage. And the other Todd, her Todd, was hollering. Phaedra's roast was hilarious to me. She was like, you know what? Every time I see you, I want to bury you. I mean, you look like you are ready to see the Lord. Your girl, it started out, it was funny at the end, but then I was like, why you gotta bring up how you ain't got no money and stuff? Stop! But hey, it is a roast. Cynthia gets up there. I need a play mic. I'm using my glasses. Peter, you remember that time you tried to make me grits and they were nasty, but I still ate them. It just reminds me of our marriage. Boo! He is not deceased. I'm done. Cynthia, boo! Cynthia, you're awkward. Boo, sit your ass down. Bob get up there with his ignorant ass. Then they were like, Sheree, would you like to come? No. I said, last day in Hawaii. They're on the boat. This time it wasn't the size of a Cheerio, more like an Apple Jack. Bob want to apologize, okay? Sheree sitting there like, and this is the question that he asked. Why you leave me at the jewelry store, huh? I mean, that's something that I want to know. Bob, what are you talking about? He was like, you know why I left your ass there? Because we've never talked about anything. And I'm sitting here like, I mean, spill the tea, girl. What happened? She was like, the kids were 2 and 5 when you left. You left for 6 months, came back like nothing happened. I said, Bob, no, you didn't. He was like, look, I ain't that dude no more. Like, I'm trying. Bob, I'm sorry. No, from your last antic the day before, you're still the same person. Yeah, you are. What else do I need to do? Like, what do you want? She was like, look, I mean, you a grown-ass man, bro. I can't teach you. He was like, oh, shit, what the fuck? I was like, oh, okay, Bob. The boat went still. Everybody was like, eh? He was like, what I need to do? Slit my wrist? Give you a vial of blood? She was like, I'll show some remorse. You can start with that. Sheree was so hurt. She was crying again. Bob was trying to cry. No, it just wasn't gonna work. Child, it's over. Kenya tells the ladies that she has a surprise for them, and all of them are like, oh shit. She's like, everybody come back to the suite. Everybody gets there. Cynthia gets there, and she's like, I don't want to celebrate my divorce. She was really, I mean, the look on Cynthia's face, she was gonna bust out crying. Phaedra comes in, she like, child, no, I'm feeling sick. I got gas. Like, I have the shittles. Like, I don't want to participate. When Kenya was about to put the sash on Phaedra, she was like, I'm not interested. I rolled. They're starting to play the games and stuff, and Phaedra is like, I'm appalled. I can't breathe. Girl, if you don't chill your sensitive, hypocritical ass down. 1 minute, you ready to bounce on anything when you talking to Portia. Then on the other hand, when it's time for some little, cutesy little games, you are disgusted. I'm confused. I'm so confused. Phaedra said she needs to go find some ginger ale, and she leaves altogether. They all sit down at the table and is like, oh my God, like, did she really leave for that? Are you sure? There's a ding, ding, ding message for Portia from Phaedra, and of course Portia gonna tell the table why she really left. I don't know why they would celebrate a divorce. She called Kenya trifling and said it was disgusting. I said, oh shit, like, you really felt some type of way. Like, how you go from playing racquetball to that's how you really felt. Portia goes over to Phaedra's suite so that they can talk. She got Henny in tow and all. And I'm sitting there like, this bitch just said she got a stomach ache. And you think anything is possible. Okay. Ding dong. It's Kenya. I said, ooh. One thing that I can say about Kenya, she ain't gonna let stuff just sit under and fester. If she got a problem, she gonna tell you right then. She might not do it every time, but she'll at least discuss it right there in front of your face. And I'm really sitting there like, if Phaedra had such a problem, why she didn't say it right there? Like, I'm a little confuzzled. Kenya asked her, what's going on? Why you got a problem? What happened? Like, why you leave? Like, is your stomach really hurt? You really got the shittles? Or, you know, is it, what's going on? Phaedra said, I was just appalled that you would have a party like that, being that you were disrespectful with my marriage to Apollo. I was like, oh, okay. Of course, Kenya was like, I don't agree. And I was like, well, I mean, you did flirt with a husband. Just saying. Now, of course, he lied about some things. So it was you and Apollo. I really thought that they had buried that. Phaedra was over it. She was like, I don't know. I don't want to pray about it. I don't want us to have a sister group or a circle. I don't want to do any of that. And I'm sitting here like, but yet you wanted to have the restoration service. I am so confused. I'm done. What do you want? I feel like the dude on the notebook. What do you want? I know what Phaedra did want. She wanted Kenya to let herself out. I rolled. I was done. Some Porty. Now, we do know that Portia knew where the lips needed to be. And Candy was right on the money. Down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what did you think about this episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta? What did you think about Phaedra on this episode? Do you think it was wrong for Kenya to throw the party, shenanigan like the party? What did you think about this episode? Let's talk about it down below. I do have some shout outs for my last Real Housewives of Atlanta review. So like I said, get it popping down below, and you never know, I just might give you a shout out. So let's get into it. Let me pull up my handy dandy phone. On the last review, I asked, what do you guys like to do? What's your hustle? What's going on? Big old shout out to Planet Jazz. She says, I like to read and journal, and I thought it was really dope because a lot of y'all were going back and forth with her asking, hey, when you journal, do you do this or do you do that? Because journals, I mean, it's the rave. Like, everybody doing it. So I think that's really, really dope. Shout out to Basic Quinn. She says she's in school, but she wants to start writing a book and getting it published. That's really dope. A lot of y'all going back and forth with her because you want to do the same thing. I think that's awesome. Good luck to you, and keep us updated on what you're doing. Shout out to hashtag for the culture. Said, love this review. I'm a new YouTuber trying to find time to make videos and build my channel. Start making those videos. Post when you can, and build up your following. Good luck to you. Miss Plants One says, so you know I'm watching every week for all the tea. And her hustle, she's a bedroom candy consultant. Yes! Smart Mom 1981 Family Vlogs has a family vlog here on the tube. So y'all be sure to check it out. Big old shout outs to my sis, Sarkaz Vlogs. Check out her vaping channel, Sarkaz Vapes, and also check out her vlogging channel. Shout out to Sonia Daniels. She has a blog called Hello, It's Sonia. Be sure to check her out, and thank you so much for commenting. Dream of Jareen has a YouTube channel here. Make sure to check it out. And she says this episode was the best of the season. You know, I have to agree. Last week's episode was on point. I loved all of your comments. I read each and every one of your comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, down below, comment with your Instagram handle, what you do over on the gram, and you never know, I just might shout you out on next week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.